Hello friends, Paul Austin, your worship pastor here, and I would like to share with all of you another one of my favorite hymns and the story behind that hymn. The young people of today are utterly dissolute and disorderly, fumed a grumpy old Martin Luther back in the 16th century. The philosopher Plato agreed. The youth are rebellious, he wrote, pleasure-seeking and irresponsible. They have no respect for their elders. Socrates, who preceded him, complained, children now love luxury. They have bad manners and contempt for authority. They show disrespect for elders and love chatter. Not too long ago, a 6,000-year-old Egyptian tomb was unearthed bearing this inscription. We live in a decadent age. Young people no longer respect their parents. They are rude and impatient. They inhabit taverns and have no self-control. Complaints about the younger generation are as old as human history. However, the next time you think the modern generation is going from bad to worse, remember that God always has a rich handful of teenage heroes ready to change the world. In Bible times, we read of Joseph the Dreamer, Daniel in Babylon, David the Giant Killer, and the Virgin Mary. As a teenager, Charles Spurgeon, the greatest preacher of the 20th century, preached to great crowds. But when they referred to his youthfulness, he replied, never mind my age. Think of the Lord Jesus Christ and his preciousness. In our own day, we've been deeply moved by young people like 17-year-old Cassie Bernal of Colorado, who was shot for her faith during the Columbine tragedy. Some of our greatest hymns were also written by young adults. Isaac Watts wrote most of his memorable hymns by the age of 19. The hymn we are looking at today has a similar story. My Jesus, I Love Thee was written by William Ralph Featherstone at the age of 16. 16. Featherstone was born in 1846 in Montreal, and he died in that same city 26 years later. His family attended the Wesleyan Methodist Church, and it seems likely that William wrote this hymn as a poem celebrating his conversion to Christ. Reportedly, he sent it to an aunt living in California, and somehow it was published as an anonymous hymn in a British hymnal in 1864. Little else is known about the origin of the hymn or its author, but that's all right. What's important to remember is that God can change the world through anyone, regardless of age, who surrenders their life to him and confesses with all of their heart, my Jesus, I love thee. I know thou art mine. For thee, all the follies of sin, I resign. My Jesus, I love thee. I know thou art mine. For thee all the follies of sin I resign. My gracious Redeemer, my Savior art thou. If ever I love thee, my Jesus, 'tis now. I love thee because thou hast first loved me and purchased my pardon on Calvary's tree. I love thee for wearing the thorns on thy brow. If ever I love thee, my Jesus, 'tis now. In mansions of glory, and endless delights. I'll ever adore thee in heaven so bright. I'll sing with the glittering crown on my brow. If ever I love thee, my Jesus, 'tis now. If ever I love thee, my Jesus, 'tis now. My Jesus, 'tis